everyone. I'm here today to do a persuasive speech on exercising your rights as American to get your LTC and practice the safe Second Amendment right that we have. Are you 21 years of age? And is your record clear of any violent charges, including assault and battery? If so, you might be in the clear and qualify to apply for your LTC. Today I'm going to educate you guys on how to apply, practice, and exercise your right. I'm here to discuss how to get the LTC, the rules and regulations, owning and registering a weapon, and how to use the gun safely. Do you feel safe in your own home? And do you fully trust the government to protect you and your family? Are you against having a weapon to protect yourself? If not, are you opposed to practicing your rights? Because this is how you retain a permit to bear arms. In 1789 and 1791, the right to bear arms was passed by Congress September 25th, 1789, and ratified in December 15th, 1791. It was one of the 10 amendments of the Bill of Rights, and it's pretty much a definition of a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of free state and the right of the people to keep and bear arms, and it shall not be infringed. It is our right. In 2008, there was an issue where the Metropolitan Police Department, District of Columbia versus Dick Anthony Heller. With that, the provisions of the District of Columbia Code made it illegal to carry an unregistered firearm and prohibited the registration of handguns, though the chief could issue on-year licenses for handguns. Heller was a DC special agent officer who was authorized to carry a handgun while on duty. Heller applied for a one-year license to have a gun at home and was denied. He sued District of Columbia for violating his rights in the Second Amendment, as well as self-defense purposes. Being a police officer, you never know if you're going to be followed home or you might need to use it on or off duty. For me, I also have my LTC. I am exercising my right as an American citizen to have that. And I have experience with that. So how to apply? You have to apply at a police department in which you reside in the town. You must be 21 years of age to get the license and 14 to take the gun safety course. Must be accompanied by a parent or guardian if you are under the age of 18. And you must take the complete basic gun safety certification course. Now that course can be $125, usually everywhere. It could be different somewhere else, different states, regulations, but in Massachusetts, it's $125. It's a 2-day course, 4 to 5 hours of written class. You must pass an exam of all the material that we've gone through. And then on another specific date, you'll have a 2-hour class at a shooting range where you will take an exam and have to shoot at a target and have at least 5 bullets inside the range of the target. You have to then, once you're done, fill out an application, and again, in the town and state that you reside in. Proof of residency, which is address. 2 forms of identification, which is your photo ID and your birth certificate, passport, or social security card. Ideally, they want a picture one and one to back up stating that you're an American citizen. If you're not, there's another route that you can go. You have to pay the application fee, sit down with an officer, and discuss anything that may have popped up if you have any recent court dates or charges that could stop you from getting your license, and they can deem you necessary to get more information or they can deny you. So if you're a non-resident licensed to carry firearms or a resident alien permit, again, you still have to file for a permit through the Firearms Bureau, Records Bureau. You have to complete the application. You have to do your firearm safety gun course, in-person appearance to apply, and copy of visa or immigration card. The application fee is still $100, and that goes for both alien or non-resident. It includes the state and federal background checks, your fingerprints, and a check with the mental health department to make sure that you are secure and safe enough to own a weapon, because we all know with the Columbines and whatnot, all the school shootings, we really need to make sure that we're putting these weapons in the hands of the right people. You will be informed by the licensing authorities by mail or telephone. Must pick up your license at the department in hand, in person, and that can take up to 60 days. They will inform you by either telephone or email or mail. The gun safety laws are such as certain states regulate weapons as they see fit. You must see your state regulations depending. No semi-automatic weapons are allowed. The must squeeze trigger once to release one bullet. There will be no squeeze a trigger and have multiple bullets come out. That is not okay in the state of Massachusetts. It is banned. All weapons must be locked up in a case or a lockbox with a lock, out of reach of children and those that do not possess a license to carry. All weapons purchased must be registered under the name of the person buying or using the weapon. Obviously, you're not going to buy a gun and put it in somebody else's hand because they haven't done the course or the whole process. It needs to be completed. June 26, 2008, lawfully registered firearms must be unloaded and disassembled or bound by a trigger lock or other similar devices unless the firearms were in a place of business or being used by legal recreational activities. As we all know, down south in Georgia and Florida, the president has tried to take guns away from people for the Second Amendment. And I think he's going to have a hard time taking those. So best of luck to you because it's without infringement. But the crime rate is so much down in the South than it is up in here in the more populated areas. Down there, everybody has a gun. No one's going to come in and rob you in your house or come to attack you if they know that you have a weapon. So therefore, it really helps with the lack of crime. I mean, and we need that. There's just too much craziness going on in the world today, and we should be able to exercise our rights and in a safe manner without having any issues. We have the rights to the Second Amendment unless convicted of any violent crime or charge. We have the right to protect ourselves in our homes and on our person, just in case. There's a lot of abuse, violence, sexual harassment, all kinds of things that happen. And we really need to make sure that we're secure as humans, and feel like we can walk outside and not worry about being killed. I mean, that's quite significant. The government can't protect us all because, the government, there's only so many of them and so many of us. And with the proper training and the safety precautions, we can and must exercise our rights. And if done properly, we can pretty much go alongside of the law and the law enforcements and make sure everybody's safe and happy. So with that being said, I hope that gave you guys some info and maybe had you guys think about exercising your rights as an American citizen and going out and checking out getting your LTC. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.